Hello everybody, and welcome to another video. I'm excited. I've been wanting to do this video for a long time. One of the main reasons is that I've been trying to collect all of the WWE figures in the series, but I know that may not happen. Eventually will. The reason why I say it may not happen because the other two that are out there, I don't really care for, so therefore I already have many versions of them, but I do have the ones that I wanted. So without further ado, let's get started. Of course, you'll see which series I'm talking about now. I'm talking about the Defining Moment series. This is an awesome figure series, I should say. It does really capture a point in time in their career when it really there were something significant happened at that point as well. So I love the fact that it has in the back, kind of gives you the story behind the figure itself here as well. So you can see the first one is that John Cena Thuganomics, and also the box is really awesome as well. So I really do enjoy collecting this series. It's unfortunate they stopped and did the entrance crates. They're pretty cool as well, but not as good as this Defining Moments one here as well. So we'll move on to the next one. So the next figure we have in this series, by the way, I try to keep this somewhat in order from good to best, but that's not really always the case as well. So the next one is going to be the Stinger. So this is a Stinger. This is an awesome figure. Just that kind of great. These were very detailed, right? So the ones that are coming out now, or the new ones, this will be coming out with Ultimate entrance or Ultimate figure. That looked even more really detailed, right? So these were details as they can be, but I'm looking forward to the new ones. They can be even more detailed. So this package is awesome as well. So that's another great thing about Defining Moments. I think the package was great. Just look at this thing. Just look at the face there. Let me zoom in the camera there so you can see there. The only thing obviously is the articulation. That jacket does hinder the articulation. But in any case, that's an awesome figure. So we'll move on to the next one now. Next, we have the Nature Boy. Woo! Ric Flair. So this is an awesome figure. This is when he retired, obviously. This is when he fought Shawn Michaels when he retired. But I have seen that robe, some with it closed, some with it open. So I like that kind of variant as well. So I'm not sure that was some purpose or just the way the packaging came in as well. So again, awesome package. The back is great. Kind of gives you his robes that he always used to wear. And of course, they'll tell you the kind of story in the back there of that significance of that point in time of their career, what that defining moment represented for them. So awesome figure, just awesome line, series line as well. So we'll move on to the next one. As you notice, I'm doing just the quick overview of this. If you'd like me to review one specifically, I can certainly do that. Just make sure you leave a comment and let me know which figure you want me to review. So the next figure we have in the line is going to be the Ultimate Warrior. This is kind of where they teamed up with Randy Savage to form what's called legendary tag team, the Ultimate Maniacs. So Ultimate Warrior and Macho Man teamed up there as well. So this is an awesome figure, very detailed. All these are awesome figures. I don't know why I keep saying that, but this is very detailed. So again, any of the Ultimate Warrior figures are very detailed. So this is really, he was very colorful individual. So he always went up and above for his figures. But so moving on to the next one, we have the Hulkster, Hollywood Hulk Hogan. This is when he was definitely at his peak, running wild, Hulkamania. So I mean, just that packaging alone represents at that time frame as well. So awesome figure. He came with, I think he came with 2 belts. Did he come? No, he came in with 1 belt in this one. I thought it was 2, but he comes with that the awesome belt. That's hard to find. That packaging is just great. Many of these, there's really nothing you can say about them, right? As far as bad or whatever that may be. Of course, all these are mock, and I'm gonna keep them that way. So moving on, we'll move on to the next one. We'll continue. We have the Rock and Roller of Ayatollah, Y2J. Man, this was when he beat both The Rock and Stone Cold, right? He was awesome that time as well in 2001. When he came in, he just took the WWE or WWF by storm at that time as well. To be honest, I didn't really like him back then. He was my favorite wrestler, of course, at that time. Just going towards the end of the Attitude Era, you used to have some great wrestlers like The Rock, Angle, Stone Cold. I think Triple H was hurt this time. But in any case, I guess they decided to give it to him. He paid his dues. But, you know, he was with McMahon here. McMahon helped him out here. Not long afterwards, he lost it both, of course. But in any case, I'm glad that Jericho was able to get a defining moment before let's continue this line. He just definitely deserves one. Awesome figure. So we'll move on to the next one now. Next, we have Macho Man. Ooh, yeah, Randy Savage. You know, this is kind of epitomize who he is. Just the robe. He always went up and above. You know, same as Ultimate Warrior. Always very, very detailed. He wore a lot of gear to the ring. So, you know, if you see Macho Man, you see him wrestle, you know who he is. So, yeah, I'm glad they're able to get him in the defining moments. Not just this one, but also another defining moment as well. So, just take a look at that face right there. We'll zoom in the camera. Let him kind of focus in. But, yeah, that's awesome. Awesome figure. So, next we have the newer one, Shinsuke Nakamura. This is on 2016, around that time, when he kind of debuted for NXT, right? This is when he came over from New Japan Pro Wrestling. He did a lot. I was expecting more, and I'm still expecting more from Shinsuke. But nevertheless, this is kind of they made a defining moment out of him towards the end of the series. But I'm glad he's also got to get one. You know, it's an awesome figure. Again, all of these figures are mock, and I tend to stay that way when I'm on display. Next, we have the Stinger, of course. Man, I was so glad they came over there to WWE, one, just so that we can get some releases of Mattel, right? Of course, you know that Mattel had to launch many versions and figures and whatever it may be throughout his career. But more though than just for the figure, you know, it was all right in the ring with WWE. I liked him way better in WCW, and even in TNA he was better as well. So he was older. You know, he was just looking maybe just to one last chance. But in any case, the Sting, Crow Sting, not much to say about that other than greatness, right? Just look at it, admire it. Okay, so now we'll move on to the next defining moment. And it's only, you know, fair that we do it with The Undertaker, two of the greatest, right? WWE, WCW. They never got a match at WrestleMania. What a shame. I still want them. I'm still hoping that, you know, this is both of their last matches. Even Undertaker's, he's been going at this for almost 3 decades, going for 4 decades. Crazy, but yeah, I wish they would fought one more time. But I know this was a San Diego exclusive. One came out. This is not this. This is that Target. Or not Target, but I bought this at Target, but this is just a defining moment. I know there's a little bit of difference. I do have that San Diego one. That's not a mock. That's just in a loose figure that I was able to find on local here. So, by any case, I think this one does the job as well. This one is open, unfortunately. Try to put it back in, but not the best at that. So, but you know, it's awesome Undertaker. That is corporate ministry or ministry of darkness or whatever it is that you want to say at that time. So we'll move on to the next one now. Next we got the bad guy. Hey yo, Chico. So we got Razor Ramon, aka Scott Hall, aka the bad guy, right? So whatever you want to call him, he's here. Awesome figure as well. I believe actually I got this this figure for pretty cheap actually, only because the box here is kind of ripped a little bit. I didn't mind it. I mean, I already had a Razor Ramon. in a loose figure, so you know I just wanted one in the Moxo as well. So it's as cheap as I could find, so I wasn't gonna give that too much trouble. But I mean, just the boxes alone here is crazy, right? How much Mattel put the work they put into the boxes nowadays, just a regular box. Where there's defining moments, you know, they went all out. Just make sure the box fits the personality of the characters. Awesome. You can see the background is purple back there with the chains on it. Very articulated, very detailed. These are all elites, of course, and you know that already. You know that. So this next figure is next to the last of the defining moments. You'll see what I mean. So the Texas Rattlesnake, can't forget him. Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of the beer drinking, ass kicking, you know, greatest of all time, right? He was awesome. I think he exemplified what the Attitude Era should be, needs to be. But that's just my opinion. Of course, you can watch it now. That's up to you. But yeah, this is awesome figure. I'm glad he was able to get that a defining moment by him as well, or for him, towards the end, because he definitely deserves it. Although I do want to say that this, I believe, well, for Stone Cold, it should have been one of the other older defining moments. But I'll show you that next as well. So that was it as far as for the newer ones, right? The newer defining moments. So next we'll move on to the, I guess, original series of the defining moments. So this is what I mean by the original series, right? You all remember this. Look at this package. I'll bring up the Stone Cold one, right? Just look at the difference of this. Look at the size here. So just that size alone would tell you the significance of that, right? The difference of these alone here. Just look at the size. So definitely I would have preferred Texas Rattlesnake being this series. But in any case, I'm glad they were able to get it. So that's what I mean by that. So we're looking at John Cena here. This is when he was the United States champion, the Champion Series. This was when he was red hot. He was dominating. You know, he was kind of going out of that phase of thugonomics, going into the rapper, all that stuff. So he was changing kind of his. It wasn't changing his personality, obviously, but he was changing more of his gimmick style. But yeah, awesome figure. Yes, you can see that. Awesome. I think this is when the night he came to Raw. Awesome. I have not found this in loose. Found it in mock. Most of this I did get on eBay. Well, this version, right? This I got on eBay. The newer ones I picked them up here local. The local retails here I was able to pick up a pretty good price on eBay as well. But most of the original series here, these were all eBay. Couldn't find any of this in the local stuff as well. So awesome figures. Did come with a lot of accessories. That United States champion back there, champion belt back there. Okay, so we'll move on to the next one. This is perhaps one of my favorite ones from the Taker, Undertaker. You know, this is that, what is this, Survivor Series? Or let me make sure I'm reading it right. Yeah, Survivor Series. Got from the Raptors. Same concept as Sting, always coming down from the Raptors. But he did that, kind of took the page from WCW. Awesome, very detailed. I wish one day I could get the guts and open all of these and display them, but I doubt it that will happen, just because I'll have them mock. If I find them in loose, I'll definitely do that as well, but not if I have them mock as well. So, well, I guess one of my favorite Undertakers as well. Awesome. Move on to the next one. Next we have, ooh, look at this figure. This is awesome. This is a thing of beauty. This is what all figures should look like, right? The Macho Man. Ooh, yeah. Just look at all the accessories, the details, the jacket, the hat, just everything. This is a perfect figure. Man, this figure is great. This figure is one of my favorite figures of the Macho Man, right? There's nothing much you can say, but just look at it and admire it. So I'll leave this right here, because the next figure, the Defining Moment one, has to do with this one. Look at that. Ultimate Warrior. I mean, this is probably one of my favorite Ultimate Warriors out of any of the series that have come out. New ones, old ones, Hall of Fames, Walmart exclusive, whatever that may be. This is probably one of my favorite ones that have come out of there as well. So yeah, so this is a thing of beauty. Very, very detailed. You can see the back, the jacket there. And I'll put some photos on here so you all can see some of this as well, but how detailed it is. From the knee pads, jacket, everything is very, very detailed, right? We'll keep that going as well. Awesome figure. So yeah, so of course, if you don't, so as you know, they fought at the WrestleMania. The loser had to leave. Of course, Macho Man will say he's out of there, tired of this. Went for WCW. So Ultimate Warrior beat him 1, 2, 3. He would quit, but just look at the two iconic figures. Awesome. These are probably one of my best pair ones, I should say. Awesome figures. We got 5 more figures left, so we're getting down to it, right? Bret the Hitman Hart. No words needed. No words needed. Just look and admire. Awesome. Just the packaging is great. Canadian Stampede, right? One of the best Bret Hart, but also one of the highest selling on eBay. Bret Hart's, right? I did get this on eBay. I don't remember the price top of my head, but man, this is awesome. You have to, any collector has to have him in their collection, right? For the defined moment, you have to have him in your any collection to find a moment. Man, look at it. Awesome. So next, we'll move on to the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, Mr. WrestleMania, the showstopper, whatever you want to call him. Man, awesome figure. Actually, I do have this one in loose, except I don't have that trench coat, right? He's somewhere, he's up there somewhere. Yeah, this is that, I think they came out with the Jack's version of this as well. No offense to Jack, you know, they did the best, but the figures were shit, man. The bodies, proportion, everything was just off. Obviously, you know, they didn't really care about that. They just wanted some figures, but, you know, Mattel does at least try to make sure that it's body to ratio to height to arm proportion, right? So yeah, so awesome figure. I'm a fan of it. I don't know why these keep dropping, but yeah, awesome figure. Pause the back, you can read it, look at it, let them zoom in. All that white, Heaven versus Hell, Undertaker. You got 3 more. You can't forget the Game, the Cerebral Assassin, right? I mean, this figure probably 200 easily, average, right? Of course, you can find it for a lot cheaper, but man, I remember this. I watched it. One of the greatest entrance comebacks of all time, right? You've seen it. I still get goosebumps every time I see this. His music coming down. Oof. Jack Rip. You know, been training, working out for the last 9 months or so. He was out. He had missed everything. You know, he was pick his career. Then an injury happened. And then the wrong time for Kurt Angle to come in. Kurt Angle came in, wanted to take his thunder. He said, nope. But if you haven't seen that clip, make sure you check this clip out. One of the greatest comebacks, right, from injury. Awesome. Again, the cloth, the accessories. If I had to critique this one, maybe the facial scan. But obviously he did that when he came back. So, but overall, can't complain about this, right? Great figure. Great. Second to last, so you better enjoy these. The Texas Rattlesnake. What? I said Texas Rattlesnake. What? Texas Rattlesnake. What? Texas Rattlesnake. Yes, you heard me. This is the Texas Rattlesnake. Austin 316. What? Man, I mean, greatest of all time, right? In my opinion, you have yours, I have mine. You know, he's done it all, did it all, continues to do his podcast now, and what other show he does, but I mean, every time you hear that glass shatter, you know ass whooping time, right? But this is Camouflage, one of the greatest. I just mean, this is awesome accessory. Just everything's great about this figure. I can't complain about this figure. So we'll keep him, because the next figure that we have, the last one, perhaps one of the greatest as well. I'm talking about The Rock, the people's champ, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, right? So yeah, so these two, rivalry for history. You can go back and watch any match. I challenge you to watch any match of them. They were all great, right? All of them great. The Rock sold that Stone Cold Stunner, awesome. And then, of course, the Rock Bottom, the People's Elbow, you name it. They're both sold as well. So, yeah. So, man, this is a hard to find figure. You don't see many of this on eBay, but it's worth it. I think I did pay a little high for it, but I needed it to complete my collection set. So I had to have them, right? Awesome figures. So that was it for my Defining Moment collection. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, there were two that are missing, or well, you know what? I'll leave that up to you. I can say I have all the collection, right? And you say, okay. But let me know which ones you think I'm missing, or which ones are not in here as well. I know them. So you're a wrestling fan, you know them, right? So yeah, so that is my Defining Moment collection. I hope you enjoy this video. Please like, share, subscribe. And if you haven't seen my other videos, please make sure you check the other videos. Check my link, and you'll see the other videos. But thank you all for watching. Until next time.